Hey, how's it going? I'm Ida Golden and welcome to my vlog. Alright, okay, as I'm sure you can tell just a little bit, I might have caught the sun slightly today. You could in theory do this at a later date, but I figured I was going to do it now and I'm just going to do it now because catching the sun a little bit is not a big deal. Um, so first of all, today was the day that I picked up Celebi's ashes. So those are now on the mantelpiece. I say mantelpiece, it's not, really a mantelpiece, but it is sort of a mantelpiece, just because of just because it's like the electric fire has been mounted into a bookcase and it's a mantelpiece. So what I also did a few days ago was so Honey Sky's ashes, since Honey Sky, my previous rabbit, um, after he died, I had him cremated and had the ashes returned in a scatterbox, which was inside of a container box, and I bought a separate urn for him to, in theory, to have gone in. He didn't for a long time because I thought the ashes inside the scatter box were just going to be loose and I would open the box and something terrible would happen and I would lose the ashes. So I got like so worried about doing that, and I tried to see if the scatter box itself would fit into the urn that I got for him, but it just wouldn't. But after Selby's passing, because his ashes and the urn had been on the windowsill in the bedroom, and I was like, well, I'm planning on putting Celebies on the mantelpiece in the living room so that it's near you. I felt a little bit guilty. I felt like I might, I know it's a weird thing to think, but I felt like it would be neglecting him a little bit. Um, so I investigated the situation a little bit and discovered that no, his ashes were actually in a baggie in this scatter box. So the baggie with his ashes have now gone into his urn, and that has also moved into the living room. So they're near each other and they're near you. And so I actually did pay out to buy a really nice urn for Celebi, which her ashes were returned in. It's one where there's a very similar one that I can get for the new one. Uh, when that eventually happens, although I'm hoping she gives me a little bit more time. If for nothing else, then it's not cheap. Um, And one of the things that surprised me was that it came with a little plant pot and some seeds for forget-me-nots. I wasn't expecting that at all, and I've set that up between two urns. Um, I have no idea if I'm going to successfully manage to make a forget-me-not actually grow. I'm not the best with plants. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. But right now there's a plant pot set up between the two of them, and we shall see what happens. And I've also got some more of these highly typed pictures on the way, with photos of me and Celebi in them for that wall, specifically because at the moment it looks more like a memorial to just Honey Sky. Because so I had two photos of Honey Sky on the mantle. One of those photos has now gone into the bedroom and to be replaced by the urn, but because you've got the two photos like either side, it does kind of look more like it's just a memorial to Honey Sky, and I was like, I need some way of signifying that it is more than just that. So I've got a couple more pictures of like the tiles with Selby on it to go on that wall. There's already one over there which is above the cage, but just to sort of make it look like it's more than just for Honey Sky, because it is more than just Honey Sky that's there. So just for me, and I know it is just for me, but it's part of the process, part of my process anyway. So with that sort of more more somber stuff out of the way. I can't say words today. Something positive has happened as well. So the cute friend who's been supporting me through my bereavement decided they were going to come down and see me, just to sort of make that, A, because travel is now possible, and B, to make sure that I'm okay and that I'm. They went with me to pick up Toby's ashes today as well. So I've worked the last 2 days. I had today off. I've seen them the last 2 evenings after work. They travelled down on this Sunday. I saw them after work after they'd arrived. Then saw them after work yesterday, after they'd spent the day exploring the wonders of Plymouth. And I got to spend a proper amount of time with them this morning, and we had a bit of a wander, and that's where I caught the sun. That was really nice. That was really good. Definitely helped when picking up the ashes. I don't think I didn't really want to be doing it on my own, but like the friends that I could have called upon, they both work Tuesdays, almost as a given. So it was nice to have someone there, and it was nice to meet a cute friend in person for the first time. They were very nervous about everything up until like traveling down. At that point, they were kind of like, okay, this is happening now. It'll be fine. Obviously, because I was in a very different frame of mind last week, in anticipation of it anyway. I wasn't really very nervous, but I did like have the occasional thought, like the occasional really sort of bizarre thoughts about everything, and I had to keep reminding myself that I am in fact, I'm on the asexual spectrum, so like a lot of the things that I was worrying about, it's kind of like, it's not actually a problem. I already know the answer to it, and it's not actually a problem. I don't need to be worrying about these things as much as I am. And it was all fine. It was a very nice visit, and hopefully there'll be many more visits in both directions from here on out. Touch wood that the world situation suddenly doesn't develop in the wrong way. I know they are sort of delaying certain things at the moment, but hopefully everything will be relatively smooth from here, and we can sort of start making more arrangements, and more visits can happen, and maybe like meeting halfway between the two places and stuff like that. So it was definitely a positive thing, with all the negative stuff that's been going on. It was nice to sort of have them here, and to sort of see them in person, to interact with them in person, and it's been very relaxed. Felt very natural. There was no kind of awkward, okay, what do we do now? We just sort of got straight into it, and yeah, it was good. And as I said, a lot of things that I'd sort of been, the bits and pieces I'd sort of been worrying about, I had to keep reminding myself, no, I'm on the asexual spectrum. I already know certain things are not going to be there for me, but that doesn't mean that that doesn't mean the other things that I feel are irrelevant, because I'm not getting those bits. And because I sort of okay. Um, so because I was sort of able to remind myself that, you know, I'm not somebody who will experience all of these things that you're supposed to experience. That I kind of experience relationships in a very different way to a lot of people. But what I experience isn't less valid because I experience it in a different way. It meant that I wasn't sort of stressed about it once they'd arrived, and I was able to just go with the flow of things, and everything felt good and everything felt natural. There was no sort of stressing or worrying about anything. There was no, you know, pressure or anything like that. So yeah, it was very good. I feel like it was a very successful visit for both of us. So yeah, yeah, um, I can indeed experience positive relationships. Going into it with the mindset of okay. I know the camera position has probably changed. I'm probably going to edit out the doorbell having gone, but I've just returned from the doorbell having gone. I wasn't expecting anybody, it was a parcel for somebody else in the building. I've now kind of lost my train of thoughts, so I'll just reiterate that yes, it has been a very positive visit from the cute friend, and hopefully things will progress from here, and there'll be more, as I said, more visits on both sides. Maybe meeting up in you know, somewhere between the two locations, so there's not so much travelling for either of us. And obviously, yeah, it's been an interesting couple of weeks. Um, yeah. So, although despite all the positive stuff, I'm still dealing with the loss of Selby. So, yeah. Right, okay. No idea how the editing for the end of this one will have gone, but either way, I hope you found this one sort of interesting. I hope you're looking forward to seeing what I'm going to be talking about next time. Hopefully, I won't look so sunburned and won't have so many interruptions to the filming. Either way, I will see you next time. See ya. If you've enjoyed this video, feel free to check out some of my others, and if you like what you see, please like and subscribe. See ya!